A2 Java. Yesterday we have seen how to create the project. Second point we have seen how to create the package. So what was first step? Open second step was click to file button. Okay. Then select third one. Select the new option. Okay. You will get another drop down. Select the folder Java. Select the option, you can say select the option Java. Things to be considered into your mind is that the first letter start with capital letter. No need. Okay. Then at last select the format which you wanted. And last, finish it. While creating the package, simply while creating the package, right click to the projector which right click to project which you have created. Again, same step, click to new option. Okay. And select the package option. Here the thing to be considered in your mind that you needed the package to be written in small case letter, the first option, first letter. Okay. Now next to that, today what day two? This is what we have seen on day one. Now today we are going to see day. Okay. So what today we are going to see? We are going to see the data types and one small program related. Okay, everything is been everyone is been there today. Everyone has been there, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll see what is. I'll close this window. Let me open a whiteboard. Give me just 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Yeah, sorry. So we'll take this till now. Till that, the different data types are integer. So before that, before moving forward, so what are the data types? First, we'll see. Okay. First, we'll see what are the data types. So can anybody tell me what data type means or having any rough idea? So see, there are two types of data types actually in Java. So data types specifically have different sizes and their value that can be stored in the variable. So you will be having two questions in your mind. First one, what is a variable? Okay, when I utter an word variable. Second one, what is data type? So simply I would write data type means what? Let me check if it has been started or not. Yes. See, data type is what? As anybody want to speak something?
So there are two data types. First one is primitive and second is
Non-primitive.
non-primitive.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So see, your data types divided into two. First one is primitive. Second one is non-primitive. Okay. So under primitive, it includes your Boolean, character, scare, byte, short, int, which has been used most probably, long, float. Please off your mics, float, and thereafter non-primitive is, it includes classes, interfaces, and arrays. Okay, these are the non-primitive data type. It's divided into two. See, once again, primitive data types is divided into first one primitive and the second one non-primitive data type. So primitive is again divided into Boolean, character, byte, short, int, long, float, and double. And here non-primitive classes, interfaces, and arrays. So what is primitive data type? And before that, we'll see what is data type and variables. Actually, variables, if we define variables, so for a time being, keeping in mind variables are used to store value in an memory location. Variables are used to store value in a memory location. Means, let's say, I would give you a simple example. Let's say this is a home. Okay, let's say this is a home of Rahul. Okay, and I want to send him, let's say, smartwatch. Okay, I want to send this to Rahul. So the main thing is that how could I send it? Yes, anybody can answer me. If I want to send it, how could I send it? Send him. What will be the prerequisites to send him the smartwatch? Let's say he's living in Pune.
Through courier.
Okay, courier, that's a good option. But the main answer I wanted, what has been required? What is the mandatory thing I required?
Proper address.
Address.
Exactly, I wanted that. Okay. Address is what? It is an identity. With the help of that, that courier goes towards Rahul's address, right? Similarly, variables are used to store value in a memory location. Variables are being considered as an address. Okay. Let's say I'm using a is equal to 10. What will be the address of 10? Value 10. A. The value will be stored in A. Right. Let's say B is equal to 20. So B is a variable over here. So see how the combination goes on. Let's say you want to use, I'm giving a simple example. You cannot use just, it will throw an error. I will show you. Let's say if I am writing simply A is equal to 10. Okay, in a program. Is it right? Yes, is it right, guys? We'll take a new program. So I'm clicking right click over here, going to new, taking a class, giving an option. I would give a name variable. What is telling? Starts with an class name, it starts with an upper. Okay, variable demo. Will give variable demo, right? Name, static void main, punish. Okay, let's say if I am using a equal to 10 semicolon. See what it has been showing. Just I would run it as it is. Just a moment. So what is showing? What result it is showing me? You can check it at downside. Exception in thread main.java unresolved compilation problem. A cannot be resolved to a variable. What is saying? Right. It cannot be resolved to a variable. Is it telling us unresolved compilation problem? Did you got it? It's showing an error, guys. Here. It's showing an error. Yes or no?
Yes.
So if I'm typing before that one data type, see, you can see the error gone. Okay. And simply I am printing that value. Simply I'm printing that value. I'm getting it. But instead of that variable, I am not specifying anything to it. So it is showing me error at both the lines. Got it? Yes or no? So that is the most important thing. So variables are used to store the value in a memory location. That means variables act as an address over there, right? So coming back towards our point, did you got it? The clear idea about variable? Let's say now another point. Let's say if I wanted, okay, let's say if I wanted the name to be print. Okay, what I wanted, name to be print. So how can I print the name? Which type of data type has been required? Does anyone can answer? See,
String.
Char.
char. Okay. Varchar has been used in SQL, not over here.
String is used here.
Exactly. If I'm using string, so is it a right way I'm writing? Is it right?
No, sir.
What went wrong?
Double
Yes, there is capital yes, sir. String.
Then what wrong right now?
Double inverted.
So see why I'm desperately making the wrong statement so that you guys could get it, right? Again, entered SYSO. Enter. It is not working. Okay. Now I'm printing B over here. So see, when you have been using string, is a data type. B is acting as an what?
Variable.
Acting an variable. Okay. So Here, in this case, this is your class name. Then this is an starting bracket of your program. Then this is your main method or main program you can consider as, right? I have told you what is public. Public is an access specifier. Static is an keyword. Void is an return type. Main is an method. Okay. And this has been, these are the command line arguments. Okay. So here integer is in, what is it? Data type.
Data
Data
type.
type.
Now, what is A? It is an,
Variable. Variable.
and what is 10?
Variable value.
This is an
Value.
value. Simply, what is this? Integer data type to which the value A is being assigned, right? Integer data type to which value A, sorry, I made a mistake. Integer is data type. A is variable which value Rahul has been assigned. Sorry, which value 10 is being assigned. And in the second case, string is an data type. Okay, string is an data type. B is an variable to which Rahul value has been assigned. Okay, clear? Assign. Did you all guys got it till now? And there's an output statement. See, when we are printing something, if instead of this, I'm putting the inverted commas over here to A. So who will tell me what it will print now? What
Sir,
it will
can I?
print? Yes, go ahead.
A is print, sir.
Only B is printed, sir.
Only B's. Let's run the code. Check it out. What it has been print.
Yes. E.
So keep one thing in your mind. When you write, let's say, if you write in song over here, anything you write over here, let's say I'm writing now, it's in morning. If I'm writing EVENING, it's in wrong thing. It's not an evening over here. Then also anything you write in between quotes, it will print it as it is. But let's say if it is having a value over here, and if we're writing it into an inverted comma, it will not consider it as a value that has been fetched. Okay, value that needs to be fetched. It will print simply A. So when I remove this curly brackets, okay, and when I run it, so it will take the value at that time. So this thing should be taken into an consideration. Okay, which important thing has been taken into an consideration? When you're printing the values, don't use this inverted commas. Whatever you write in between these two, okay, it will take as it is. Clear till up to here? Anybody is having any type of doubt?
सर वरती जे व्हेरिएबल दिले a इज इक्वल टू 10 ते इन्व्हर्टेड कॉमा मध्ये घेऊ शकतो का?
Is equal to what you have been telling?
a व्हेरिएबल इज इक्वल टू व्हॅल्यू 10 ते इन्व्हर्टेड कॉमा मध्ये घेतलं तर चालतंय का?
Not. We'll see it practically. I got your question. You want to say that if I will repeat from my side. The question is that if we take this into the inverted commas, right? A
Right.
is equal to 10 into inverted commas. Right? This is your question. Can we take this? This is your question, right?
Yes.
So we'll see it practically. See, is it allowing us to take? No. The reason is that it is integer value. It is what? Integer value and not the string value. Okay. The things to be taken into an inverted comma, let's say if there is an address, let's say Rahul, Ria, Rinku, Robin, Sam. Okay. All the thing you take into an inverted comma that has been considered as a string. Okay. Let's say if I'm using string and I'm putting over here 10. Okay. Just let me remove this. It will not show me an error. Why it will not show me an error?
Because of the data type.
Because of the data type. Exactly, Amadip. Because this 10 has been considered as an characters. Okay. That's why it's not showing an error. If I'm typing 10 June. Okay. It is printing that because it has been considered as a string. But we won't do in the case of integer over there. It will throw an error. Clear? Clear, Kiran? Your doubts?
No, sir.
Means now I'm trying to write a name over here. It will throw an error. It will not take. The thing is that integer is being specifically designed for non-point values. Simply non-point values means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 101. Means it has been specifically designed for number integer. Okay. Means for numbering format it has been used. Simply for numbering format it has been used. Okay. And this is an hard code rule. Okay. What is that? That is an hard code rule in Java. Okay. You cannot use these two inverted commas at the place of integer. Okay. This has been used only in case of string. Okay. If your string data type has been there, in that case only you can use it. That's an hard code rule of Java. Got it? Kiran?
Yes, sir.
So that is a rule. You can't take it towards A. If you want to print these numbers, you will be having integer, and if you want to print a name, address, location, anything else, you will be taking string. Okay, and it will be written in this. Okay, no worries, Kiran. It is again there in future sessions. You will get it clear, right?
Okay, sir.
Now moving towards the again our types, primitive and non-primitive. We have seen integer. Okay, so most probably the things around it will clear it. Okay, data types. So before moving a bit forward, I would draw and diagram complete hierarchy of data types. So I think so at your node, at your side also, you guys should draw this. So that you will get a clear idea. So this is what data type. It's divided into two. First one, primitive, and second one, non-primitive. Okay. So again, primitive is divided into two. Boolean. Second one, numeric. Okay. So Boolean is again divided into Boolean only. And numeric has been divided into character and integral. Okay. Characters are divided into characteristics, character, and integral is divided into two types again. Integer and second one, floating point. Integer and floating point. Integer is again divided into different types: byte, short, int, long. Floating is divided into two types: float, second one, so non-primitive is divided into string, array, etc. Got it. So this is an hierarchy of a data type. Data type is divided into two. First one we call it as an primitive. Okay, and second one we call it as a non-primitive. Primitive is divided into Boolean and numeric. Numeric is divided into character and integral. Character, it holds only character. Let's say A, B, in such type. Integral is divided into two types: integer and floating point. Means what? A is equal to 10, and floating points means what? A is equal to 10.5 in this way. And string, we have seen it as itself, string, yes, capital, and Rahul is a complete string. Okay. These are the data types hierarchy structure. I'll give you an half a minute to draw it. Please draw it from your side. Please, guys, be fast. And after completion, let me know, please. Draw करा सगळेजण. If it has been not been understand, draw everybody. If it has not been understand anything to you all, let me know. Just this is an hierarchy only. I'm muting for an. Completed everybody? Shall we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we'll see one by one in detail now. So what is the use of Boolean and why it has been used, right? So we'll see a simple code of this and we move forward, right? Now we will see the first one. Let's say, we'll see first one Boolean. So what is the use of this and why it has been used, right? So this is actually a data type is used to store only two possible values. Boolean is an data type which is used to store only two possible values. First one, it is true, and second one, it is false. So probably it will store only two values. First one is true value, the second one is false value. Okay. True and false condition. It has been used only for two things: true and false condition. Right. So Boolean is an a data type which is used to store only either one, either it will be true, and second one, either it will be false. Either true असेल or either false असेल, right? So this is something. Okay. So let's say, for an example, it would look like this: Boolean 1 is equal to false. That's it. Okay. Then after that, byte. Next one is what? Byte. Okay. So it's an also example of primitive data type. Okay, which is used to store 8-bit signed integer, 8-bit signed integer. No one is going to ask you in this to you in interview. Just try to remember. It's been also used similar like an integer only. A is equal to 10, but its range has been less than the integer, right? So why it has been used? What is the use of this? If you are having integer, then why you are using byte? Simply, it are used to save. It is used. They will ask you. Interview will ask you if integer has been there, then why you are using byte? Okay, so simply answer them. The byte, it is used to save memory.
memory space.
Okay. In large arrays. It is used to save memory in large arrays. Okay. So it is 4 times smaller than integer. So 1 byte is equal to 4 integer. Means we can say boolean is, sorry, byte is 4 times smaller than integer. Byte is 4 times smaller than integer. And it is used to save the memory in a large arrays. That's why it's been used. After that, next to that byte, what we have seen, short has been there. So let me clear this canvas and we'll see why. What is the reason why we are using short? Next to that is what? Short. So it is similar to an byte and integer. Simply, it is having a bit larger range than byte. Yes is equal to, let's say, 1000 or 10,000. Okay. So it has been also used to store the numbers only. That has been used to store the numbers only. Right. The main thing. Short data type is 2 times smaller than integer. It is 2 times smaller than integer and 2 times greater than what? It will be greater than 2 times what?
Byte.
Byte. Exactly, Amadou. Clear? After that, int. Okay. It's an 32-bit sign 2's complement. It's an 32-bit sign 2's complement. So don't pay attention towards this 2's complement, not necessary. Though no one will ask you regarding this. Just keep in your mind. Generally use as default data type. Default data type. This integer, or you can say int, it is used as default data type. Simply, it is what, as compared to short, if we are taking short, it is 2 times smaller than integer and 2 times greater than byte. So it is used as a default data type for storing a number. For storing the number. It has been used by default. This integer has been used by default data type. So after integer, okay, long data type is been used. After integer, long is been used. So long also works similarly. Its range is higher than integer. Okay. Long example, how we do take long. A is equal to, let's say, we'll use in this format. Okay, long. So it is having the higher range. It is having higher range than the integer. Okay, long is having what? Higher range than the integer. Clear, everybody? Till now, everything has been clear.
Yes.
Now, next to that, we'll see float. What does float? So, floating data type, generally it has been used for precise value, such as currencies or pointing values. Okay, clear? Means it is being used by used for, not used for precise value. Has been used for precise values, such as currency. Okay, and its default value and its default value is 0.0. Okay. Means default value is 0.0 f is default value of float, but generally it has been used for currencies and this pointing values, the use of float. And the similarly double we have been using. Double is having the greater value. It works similarly how it would be. Now the example of float, I would use float and name of your data type. F1 is equal to 276.7 something like this. Anything. F1 is equal to 10.5. F, you can write F1 or F2, sorry, F2, F3 is equal to 1.1. Okay, in this way, you can use it. And a double E1 is equal to 12.3. Okay, in this way, you can use it. Means it's having greater range, as we have seen. If we compare short, after before short, what it comes byte, after byte short, short after short, integer after integer, it would come long, right? It isn't, see, it isn't 2 times smaller than short. It isn't 2 times, the short is 2 times smaller than int, and it is again 2 times smaller than int. Okay. So this is the thing, right? It is a double only. What you can say, each and everything becomes double. Okay. The similarly, it works in and float before float. So float has been used for less range. I'm not writing the ranges over here because it's too big. and no one will ask you what is the range. That's why don't get confused. It is having this float is having less range than the double. Clear? Till now, is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sir, एक doubt.
Yes.
Sir, for point values, we need to use float as data type only.
Yes, float and double as in data type only. You can't use other things.
In front of for float, we are using f in front of the values at the last.
Yes.
But for double, we are not stating anything there.
Sorry. D has been written.
Okay.
Okay, it's not the thing. It's not mandatory to take D. We can take simply, but for understanding, D has been used probably. Okay,
Yes.
D has been used. Just don't take it. You're right. Means F has been used and D has been used in front of that when you are writing. Okay. Else it will throw an error. Clear till now? So after that is what? Character data type. What is character? Simply, it is an single 16-bit Unicode character. It is an 16-bit only. It is used to store characters. Character is used to store characters. Got it? It is used to store characters. The main use of char. Simply, the answer would be, let's say, character. If you want a letter, okay, let's say we are storing A. Just this is a simple example. And data type. Clear, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So what is Unicode system? Unicode means what? Simple. Unicode, they're very means many languages. It supports to many languages. Unicode means support to many languages. That's it. Keep this point in your mind. Support to many languages. That's it. Okay. Clear, everybody?